All right, everybody, let's find out which Atari 2600 or NES game we're playing this week. Because chances are that's what it is. So those are the systems I've collected for the most aggressively, so we're going to find out. Oh my god, it's not. It's not. It's a total thing. Anyway, actually, I'm excited about this. I like this game. All right, people. I will be there when it's ready to play. Hey, everybody. I get it. You're like, I want to see this game review, but I don't want to listen to this guy drag on and on and on and on and on. Yes, we get it. Anyway, this is the short version of my review of Super Mario Bros. Deluxe for the Game Boy Color. I love this game, and so should you, because this was, to my knowledge, the first way that you could get the lost levels. Yeah, it was just a thing that existed in legend, and, you know, came as a hidden mode on this little cartridge. And so I believe this is the first official Nintendo release that had the lost levels in it. Because, you know, like, they haven't always been forthright about the fact that Japan got a different Super Mario 2 than America did. It should all be water under the bridge now, but it's weird. Anyway, so the lost levels, the Japanese Super Mario 2 doesn't always get the recognition that it deserves. I mean, yes, it is basically just a ROM hack of Super Mario 1, and it's also the first troll levels, where, you know, every turtle is next to a pipe, and so that shell is coming right back at you every time, you know. So it sort of presages the Super Mario Maker era, where you can, you know, where everybody in the world can make their crazy troll levels that have a 0% pass rate. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But yeah, you also get, and this is a first, you also get the original Super Mario Bros. That you can play on the go. And so, like, that's a pretty remarkable thing. And, you know, certainly no slouch in 1999 when this came out. So that was very exciting. Plus, there's a ton of other game modage on this little cartridge. So you've got lost levels, which you have to get 300,000 points in the original game to unlock. You've got the original game, which is still just as fun, but in this aspect ratio, it's a little more challenging. But you can go back slightly? Interesting. But yeah, makes it an interesting challenge to play a game that you know so well in this aspect ratio. But it makes looking up and down really important, more important than it's ever been in Super Mario 1. But, you know, there are just times when you need to know that there's floor beneath you, or that there are coins or enemies above you. Anyway, makes it really fun to play in this format. And then you have the ghost mode, where you challenge Boo, and those levels are uniquely designed, and they're really well designed, and it's a really interesting little challenge that's actually pretty solidly difficult, but the game is telling you to speed run the game. And this is like when speedrunning was still like a fairly new concept to most people. So yeah, like, this little cartridge has a ton on it. It even has a versus mode that you can play, but you have to be able to use the link cable, and so I can't show that because I don't have two copies and a link cable. But yeah, you can play a versus mode too. There is so much that you can do with this cartridge, and that is why it is one of my favorite Game Boy Color games, hands down, bar none. It is an excellent presentation of a game you already loved. It's like, okay, we know that you expect this on this cartridge, but we're gonna literally cram as much as we can on there so that your gameplay experience is as good as possible. Like, what a concept. Why don't more people do that with games anymore? Why is it all like, go buy the DLC and whatnot? Anyway, regardless, beautiful game, simple game, fun game. I give it a 10 out of a possible 10. What were those? All Night Nippon Super Mario Bros. One of the original ROM hacks, and this is what the Goombas looked like. It's a crazy ROM hack from a very specific time period. If you remember it fondly. If you don't know it, then you probably never need to know it. Anyway, people, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.